The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That's complete to Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deeper. And got his man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice gain. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Herbert now. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Tua now on 1st down. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Let's go. Let's get that touch. Put some points on the board.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
56.
Here's Tua. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. He's at the 50. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Being chased out left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Complete to Darius Slayton. Out of bounds at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Tua finds his tight end Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Quez Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 21, it's second and 10. Two and a throw again. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Dancing to his left. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. Past the 20. Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Pressure can come from all over when we're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Gets us out to Saquon Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And he comes back with one complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards on the play. First down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Again, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. To the air again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Donald Pill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring him down to the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
Los Angeles.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. His his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Again, it's Barkley. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And Ingram holds it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Tua going to throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Marquise Goodwin, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting 2nd half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it up.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Parham with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 35, Giants 31.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley, and that'll bring up second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Herbert throwing again. And his throw is incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now it's Barkley. They're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to let this one go deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. Second goal.
Gain of 7 brings up second and goal at the Chargers' 3-yard line.
Barkley will try to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Giants 45, Chargers 35. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. Well, down 2 scores in the fourth quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up second down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get high.
And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 32. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Uchenna-Nwosu in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Escaping the pressure. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Around 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This one out quickly to Watkins. Touchdown, Giants! Quez Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off near the 44. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Today's
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win it.